How to distress painted wood. Distressing painted wood is a popular technique to give furniture and other wooden items a weathered, vintage, or rustic look. This process involves intentionally aging the paint and wood to create the appearance of wear and tear. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to distress painted wood. Materials you'll need. Painted wooden item. Choose an item that has been painted with a base coat. This can be furniture, picture frames, signs, etc. Sandpaper. You'll need coarse, medium, and fine grit sandpaper. Paint. For the distressed look, you may want to use two contrasting paint colors, one for the base coat and another for the top coat. Paintbrushes. A paintbrush for applying the top coat of paint. Water, to help with wet distressing, optional. Rags or sponges, for wiping off excess paint and achieving various distressing effects. Step-by-step process. Prepare the wooden surface. Start with a clean, dry, and fully painted wooden item. If it's not already painted, apply a base coat of paint and let it dry completely. Sand the edges and high wear areas. Use coarse grit sandpaper to sand the edges, corners, and any other areas where natural wear and tear would occur over time. Sand until you expose the underlying wood in some places. You can also sand the surface lightly in random spots to create a more weathered look. Apply a second paint coat, optional. If you're using two paint colors, apply the second color, the top coat, evenly over the entire surface. Allow it to dry until it's slightly tacky but not fully dry. Distressing techniques. There are several techniques you can use to distress the paint. Sandpaper method. Use medium or fine grit sandpaper to gently sand the surface, focusing on the edges and high wear areas. Sand in a circular or back and forth motion to remove some of the top coat and reveal the base coat or wood beneath. Wet distressing, optional. Instead of dry sanding, you can dampen a rag or sponge and lightly rub it over the painted surface. This can create a softer, more subtle distress look. Use a scraper or putty knife. You can also use a scraper or putty knife to scrape off paint in certain areas for a more pronounced distressed effect. Wipe off excess paint. Use a rag or sponge to wipe off any excess paint or dust created during distressing. This will help reveal the distressed areas more clearly. Finish and protect. If you want to protect the distressed finish, you can apply a clear top coat of polyurethane or wax. This will help preserve the distressed look and protect the wood. Final touches, optional. For added character, you can also apply a dark glaze or stain to the distressed areas and wipe off the excess to highlight the distressed look even further. Remember that distressing is a creative process, and you can adjust the level of distressing to achieve your desired look. Experiment on a small, inconspicuous area first to make sure you're happy with the results before distressing the entire piece.